The last couple of days, we've been thinking about elapsed time. We've been talking about that word elapsed. Raise your hand and tell me, what does elapsed mean? If you know, you're raising your hand. If you don't know, you're looking in your notebook because you wrote it yesterday, and then you're raising your hand. That's why we write things down. If you forget, you can look back in your notebook. So I should see pretty much everyone's hand because you either remember from yesterday or you look back in your notebook and now you reminded yourself. I don't know what you wrote down yesterday.
No, thing you were talking about.
Evelyn, what does elapsed mean? Past. On today's title, go ahead and draw a line underneath it. And again, we're going to write past. Just so we remind ourselves that when we see that word elapsed, we're talking about time that has passed. Passing time. Elapsed time is talking about time that is passing through activities and things. Yesterday, we talked about two strategies. What were those two strategies? Yes, Carl. Yes, Kaden. They looked back in their notebook because they remember we wrote these down. Your notebook is only helpful if you use it. Zach, what was one strategy we used yesterday? Nope. That's not the name of that strategy. The clock strategy, yeah. Remember where we used the clock and we made little hops around the clock? Raise your hand if you liked the clock strategy. That was your favorite strategy. That might be. I don't know. It's your brain. All right, what was the other strategy? It seems like you guys like the other strategy. Keegan, what was that other strategy? Yeah, adding on strategy. Now, the adding on strategy is good if you're only adding small amounts of time. Yesterday, we were adding like 12 minutes, 8 minutes. So it worked out. Today, I'm going to give you one more strategy. This is my favorite strategy in that one because you can use it for little amounts of time and big amounts of time. Remember on the first day we talked about the clock, Rylan? We talked about the clock as being a round number line. You remember that? So we're going to use a number line strategy. You're going to draw a number line in your notebook. Remember, you go pink line to pink line, and you trace one of the very straight blue lines already printed in your notebook. Go ahead and draw that in your notebook.
No, I mean
it should not be all kinds of sideways.
Do that. I can't do that.
You can. You're doing it right now. Okay, you got it. Just fix it.
How am I gonna do it?
You just trace it, Penny. You're good. You are good. Underneath this, we're going to use 3 different size jumps. I call them mountains, hills, and rocks. Out of those 3 things, which of those is the biggest? Mountains, hills, or rocks? I should see every hand. This is not super complicated. Which of those is the biggest? Colby?
Possible hills, but mountains.
Mountains are bigger. Underneath your number line in the space below, you're going to draw kind of like an empty triangle. Just something pointy. What do you need, John?
I right now know what the rocks are. I think they're the little jumps.
They are the little jumps. You're right. So this shape right here is going to represent a mountain. It's pointy, just like a mountain. A mountain is going to be worth 6 60 mins. What else is 60 minutes worth? Or equal to. 60 minutes is worth another amount of time that you know. Gio?
1 hour.
1 hour. So if we are drawing a mountain, that means that the amount of time that's elapsed is worth 60 minutes, aka 1 hour. So far, so good? Get a wood pencil, you've written none of this down. Get a wood pencil, you've written none of this down. The next biggest jump of time is our hill. Our hill is going to look like this. Hills are rounded. That is our hill. Now hills are kind of cool because you get to choose, kind of, the amount of time a hill is worth. Now, we're going to pick friendly numbers that our brain can skip count by easily. So your hill can be worth 5 minutes, because that's an easy skip count. I can skip count 5s. Or 10 minutes. You get to choose depending on what's going on in your problem. So a hill could be worth 5-minute jumps or 10-minute jumps. It might make sense for it to be a 10-minute, it might make sense for it to be a 5-minute. Kind of changes. Our last smallest chunk of time is a rock. Just like we saw yesterday with our bus problem, sometimes tasks that are passing or elapsing don't take an hour. They don't take 5 or 10 minutes. They might take a weird amount of time. So a rock is worth 1 minute. That.
If we put 10, could it be 2 minutes?
If we put 2 rocks side by side, is that what you're saying? Yeah. So you can have many rocks, many hills, many mountains. But these help us keep track of our time. So let's think about our day. Think about what we've done so far. So our morning meeting started at 8:45. I'm going to put that time right at the beginning of my number line. That's when our morning meeting started. Our morning meeting lasted about 15 minutes. How am I going to show that on my number line? What kind of jump am I going to use? Rylan? Yeah, I'm going to use a hill. So if I jump 5 minutes, I'm going to put a 5 in there. So I remember I jumped 5 minutes. What's my new time now, Rylan? Beautiful. So I'm writing my new time. This is very similar to the adding on strategy we did yesterday where we write our new time. If I'm writing, you're writing, so make sure you're back in this one as well, please. All right, we've only done 5 minutes, but I told you that it lasted 15 minutes. So now what am I going to do? I've only gone 5 minutes. but morning meeting actually lasted 15 minutes. Tatum, what am I going to do now?
10.
Yeah, I can do a 10 hill. And I'm going to draw 10 in there because now I've gone 10 minutes. Well, what time am I at now? Well, we were writing, baby. What time am I at now? I was at 8:50. I did a 10-minute hill. So now, Tegan, I'm at what time? 9 o'clock. Very good. If I were to keep going, look at how long math is. From 9 to 10:15. How would I show math on my number line? I know we haven't finished math, but let's just pretend. How would I show that huge chunk of time on my number line? Evelyn, what do you think? You're going to do a mountain? How many mountains?
One.
One.
And then 2 hills, 1 mountain.
All right, so Evelyn thinks we're going to do 1 mountain. Kinsey, how much is a mountain worth again? 1 hour. Let's draw 1 mountain. And I'm going to put 1 HR. HR is shorthand for hour. If you want to squish in the word hour, go for it. 1 HR. If I go 1 HR, 1 hour, all in one. What's my time now? I was at 9 o'clock, and I went a whole hour. What time is it now? I was at 9 o'clock, and I went a whole hour. Carl? 10. Yeah. But is math over at 10? Nope, it's over at 10:15. So now what do I need to do? Because right now I'm only at 10 o'clock. Now what do I need to do? Zach, what do I need to do?
2 hills.
Okay.
1 mountain.
1 hill.
That's 5.
5 minutes. All right, what's my new time now?
10:05.
10:05. Great. And then what?
And then another mountain that's 10.
Another hill?
Yeah.
That's worth 10 minutes. And now what time is it?
10:15.
Could I have used rocks the whole time?
Yes.
Yes, I could have. Would that have taken 8 million years?
Yes.
Yes. Could I have done hills the whole time?
Yes.
Yes, I could have. Would that have taken a long time? Yes. You choose. If hills work for you and you could just skip count by 5s or 10s, do that. I like to use mountains if I can, because it makes them a little shorter. But if you need to skip count by those 5 minutes or 10 minutes, do that. So far, so good? John, you have a question? All right, so let's try it. If you need to, turn to the next blank page. You are not writing this down. You are not going to write down word problems. But this is a word problem. We're going to be seeing a lot of them. The first step to solving a word problem is to read the word problem. I know that sounds crazy. You do not need to write it, but listen to me read it. Ready? The 4th grade writing class begins at 12:15. The class spends 37 minutes writing. What time does the writing class end? Read that one more time in your head. Last week we talked about we always have a unit. We always are counting something. What am I counting or solving in this problem? What am I counting or solving in this problem? Evelyn? I'm counting minutes. What am I trying to solve? I'm solving what time the class ends. So we are going to make an answer sentence. Every single word problem you do, we will have an answer sentence. Every single word problem we do, you will write an answer sentence. Every single word problem we do, you will write a answer sentence. This is where we fill in the words, but we leave a spot for the answer. What time does writing class end? You're writing with me. Writing class ends at blank, period. That blank is where my answer will go. But I need to know what it is that I'm counting. Everyone already told us we're counting time. Brown? Do you have a question?
No.
Okay, you're good. So if my question in my word problem says, what time does the writing class end? My answer sentence needs to be the opposite of that. Writing class ends at, and then leave a spot for my answer. So far we've done step 1, we've read it. We did step 2, we know what we're counting. Now we're on step 3, which is where I need to solve it. We're going to use the mountains, hills, and rocks strategy. Go ahead and draw a number line underneath your answer sentence, please. Kenzie, do I have a start time when this writing class begins? What time does it begin? 12:15. Am I going to put that at the beginning of my number line or the end of my number line? Am I going to put my start time of 12:15 at the beginning of my number line or the end of my number line? Ariana? Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and label your beginning number line. 12:15. Do I know the end time? No. So I'm just going to leave blank. I don't know it. Okay. Colby, what else do I know?
You spent 37 minutes in it.
It's been 37 minutes. All right. I can jump 37 minutes. Am I going to do one big jump of 37? No. Let's break it up into easier things. What could be an easier jump? I'm not jumping 37. That's crazy town. But I have easier jumps I can make. Gio, what could be an easier jump? 5. Okay. 5 minutes. Gio, if I jump 5 minutes forward, what time is it now? 12:20. All right. Now what am I going to do? I have to go 37 minutes, and so far I've only gone 5. Max, then what am I going to do now? Sure. All right, Macklin, I went 5 more minutes. Now what time is it? So we started at 12:15. Then we went 5 minutes to 12:20. Then you said another 5 minutes. So now what time is it? Yep. 12:25. Very good. So far, how many minutes have we spent, Madison? 10 minutes. Is writing 10 minutes long? So we need more jumps. Carl, what am I going to do now?
Do a mountain.
A mountain? 60 minutes? Do we have 60 minutes in writing time? Oh. So if we do a mountain, that's going to be too big. We can't do a mountain because we only have 37 minutes of writing. And remember, a mountain is worth how many minutes? 1 hour or 60. So not a mountain, but what else could I do? I could do a hill worth 10. All right, let's do a hill worth 10. Carl, what time am I at now? I was at 12:25, and then we did 10 minutes.
12:35.
Brilliant, yes. All right. It's the word probably. John, what can we do now? A 5 minute? Okay. Not yet. What time am I at now, John?
So what time are we at right now?
This one says 12:35. 12:40. All right, let's pause and see how much time we have gone. Because remember, we're supposed to go 37 minutes. 5, 10, 20, 25. I'm at 25 minutes right now. But I need to go 37. What can I do next? Heidi, what can I do next?
Add one rock.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. What time is it now?
Now it is 12:41.
Okay. Okay then, now what?
A 10.
Ooh, 10. We're at 12:41, Kaden. And you went 10 minutes. Now what time? Yep. Very good. Let's double check how much we've gone. Ready? 5, 10, 20, 25, 26, 36. Now where do I need to go? Zach?
One more.
One more what?
One more.
One more rock. Now what time is it, Zach?
12:52.
12:52. Whoops, that's not the right number. 12:52. Bryson, what time does writing class end?
12:52.
12:52. Let's go back to that answer sentence and fill in our time. Evelyn?
I did. Is it okay if I did it a different way? 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37.
Yeah, so Evelyn just asked a good question. She said, when I was thinking about it, I did my thinking in a different order. Did you do 37 minutes? Did you end at the same time? Then yes. It does not matter if I get to the board like this or if I get to the board like this. Guess what? I still get there. You find what works for you. I'm not hopping around like a Looney Tune. That does not work for me. I'll just walk like a normal person. But some of you, walking around like this. I know. I've seen you. As long as we are doing the exact same worth, Evelyn, as long as what we're doing is worth the same amount, we're good. All right, let's try another one. Draw a line in your notebook. Draw a line right across the page.
I don't think I can do it now.
Now we're on the second half of the page. Hang on, Zach. We're not there yet. Not a number line, just a line. Just cut it in half. Doesn't have to be a number line. We're just separating the page. All right, second word problem. I told you the first step for solving word problems. Anyone remember what the first step is? It's not a trick question. Jalen, what's the first step to solving a word problem?
Reading the word problem.
Reading it. Duh. Let's listen to it. Miss Miller runs every day. Probably not true anymore, but it's fine. Miss Miller runs every day. She warms up for 10 minutes, runs for 65 minutes, and cools down for 5 minutes. If she starts her run at 5:10, what time will she finish her run? Read that problem one more time in your head and be thinking, what are we counting? You need to be looking at the board if you are reading. What am I counting? Cookies? Am I counting cookies in this problem? No. Am I counting running shoes in this problem? No. Am I counting ponytails in this problem? No. So again, what am I counting? I'm counting minutes. I'm counting time. I want to know what time will I finish my run. So I need to make an answer sentence. Anyone want to try an answer sentence? See if you can try and make one. We've only done it for one time, so just a try. Evelyn, give it a go. Just the answer sentence. So something, something, something blank. Perfect. Awesome. Yes, that's what we're writing. I'm writing, you're writing. Miss Miller will, no. Underneath your line. Finish. It's fine. Her, it's your notebook. Run. At blank. Evelyn gave us an awesome answer sentence. It tells me what I'm counting. And I've got a spot for my answer. Quickly, Zach. Okay. Well, hang on, I don't have anything ready yet. So, I read the problem. I know what's happening. I have my answer sentence ready, so I know what I'm counting. Step 3, now I gotta solve it. Now I gotta do some work. Draw a number line. Pink line, straight across. Draw a number line.
Can we use the same line we already did?
Well, not the one that we that's fine, that's fine. Down here.
Does it count or we draw it on the bottom?
That's fine. You're gonna wait. Do I have a start time?
Yes.
The answer is not on my pretty face. It's on the board. Do I have a start time?
Yes.
Yes. Raise your hand and tell me, what is my start time? Huxley, what's my start time? 5:10. Where am I going to put it? Yeah, I'm going to put it at the beginning because it's a start time. That makes sense. 5:10.
So, not in where they count down, where they start at the end of the underline countdown. Are they going to next week?
Maybe. It wouldn't make sense to do that for this problem though, John, because am I running backwards?
I'm just asking.
That's okay. Kaden, what are you thinking?
A mountain.
A mountain. Why are you thinking a mountain?
Because it's moving out.
Oh. Do I have 60 minutes or more than 60 minutes up here? Yeah, Kaden's jumping right into the 65 minutes that I ran. Is it okay that we didn't do my warm-up first? Is it okay if we kind of map this at a different order?
Yeah.
Yes? No?
Yes. Yeah. Just don't need to say it.
If I'm counting the same thing, I can go in a different order. If I count, hang on, Kinsey, all of you starting at Madison, I'm going to get the same amount of kids, even if I count starting with Zach. Because I'm counting the same thing. The order is not going to change that. So Caden's correct. I can start with a mountain if I want to. Draw a mountain. Put our 1 hour in there. All right, Kaden, if I went an hour, what's my end time? 6:10. Beautiful. Now, just to keep it easy, let's finish the running part. So far, I've done 60 minutes, but really I ran 65 minutes. So, Colby, what do I need to do now? A jump of 5. A hill of 5. Beautiful. After that 5-minute jump increment, what time is it now, Colby? 6:15. All right, we've done the run. Done. But I did other stuff. So now what do I need to do on my number line? Ron?
Now you could do a 10.
Hill of 10. Let's do a hill of 10. When I do that hill of 10, what's my end time now? Stay with me. Rylan?
6:25.
Beautiful. All right, you did that warm up. Got that done. I only have one more piece of my run left. Ariana, what's the last piece of my run I need to put in there? Yeah, I need that 5-minute cool down. Let's go ahead and do that. How am I going to do that, Ariana? A hill. Could I draw 5 rocks? Yeah. Am I going to draw 5 rocks? Yeah. I wouldn't. But if that makes your brain happy, go for it. All right, Ariana, we did our 5-minute jump. So what time is it now?
6:30.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Got that 5-minute cool down in there. Is there any other parts of my run I'm missing? This is where you say yes. Oh, what time did I end my run? What time did I end my run? Bryson?
6:30.
6:30. Put it in your answer sentence. Put it in your answer sentence. Hang on. Kizzy, you can go after you write this in there.